Okay, so explain CICD. So CICD is basically automation. So it's a special kind of automation because it deals with mostly it can deal with from development up to deployment to production. So each developer, because if you create a program or an application, you need to build it. So after building, you need to run your unit tests, and maybe after that, if your application is complex, you need to run other tests as well, like integration testing, like, and other. Right now, there's a lot of testing that's being done to make code uh, uh, the code become efficient and free from repetitions or free from basic errors. So I have a varied experience on CICD. So before there's no really before the term CICD is coined, I was already doing this kind of automation using scripts. But later on, there are frameworks that pop ups because this is an important aspect of developing. So there's a boom on development companies and other stuff. So CICD became really one of the most tackled framework. So I have worked on different CICD platforms from of course the first one and the most popular one Jenkins, and but I work on other stuff as well, like native to Kubernetes like Tecton and some other I have done GitLab CI, I have done GitHub workflows, I have done Argo CD. So there's a lot right now in the market, mostly open source, and most of them I have actual hands-on experience. There are two kinds of CI/CD actually. The one for the CD part, so it's there's a continuous deployment and continuous delivery. So for continuous deployment, the difference with the delivery is just there's a manual process of promoting your environment from, like, for example, from staging to production. So that's the basic difference. But mostly it's standardized right now. Like for Circle CI, there are orbs, and for Tecton, there are like catalog as well. So most of the tasks for building tasks, so there are a lot of for the CI part, there are a lot of applications right now that can build your software, whether what kind of programming language has been produced. So there's also like a generic one that it's not really dependent on what programming language being used, but can containerize your applications. But the CI/CD on the before on the time of Jenkins, it can be used on other stuff as well, not just building applications. But right now, mostly it's being used on the development and up to deployment to production. But it can be used for other stuff. It's just other tools came up that took over those tasks. So that's why it's now it's mostly used in development.